Nice that can coming around the fingers, because
It doesn't hurt that bad.
really, you did pretty well bringing the fingers down. So that's usually half the battle right there.
Hey, Ken, she's already been back on the horse. Back on a horse.
The same horse.
The same one. So.
Did you show him your hand and say, "This is what you did"?
He wouldn't let me touch him for a few days.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have heard us at the ER. We were both just cracking up. We were really tired that night, and we were in there just cracking up. I think the doctor was a little surprised that there was actually something going on with her.
Because you're so
Yeah.
stoic.
Yeah, she's just cracking up, and we're just having a good old time. It looks like a little party in there, and and he's like checking. He's like, oh, he's like, does this hurt? Does this hurt? And she's like, yeah. And he was, oh, and he walks out the door. Walks out the door. X-rays.
Is not.
No, we're like, we both look at each other and go, what?
That's funny.
Just and walks away.
Yeah.
It's like oops. Don't ever want to say oops.
Yeah, exactly, right?
How old was he?
Oh, older.
Really? Old enough to know better?
Yeah, you would have thought.
He probably just did it for shits and giggles.
I think.
That term. God, I thought that had gone away. Oh.
Isn't that like the coolest? I wish they'd done that with your rap.
The first time.
Night. Yeah, then you might have actually loved it. I don't know.
Well, since you're pretty active and you're already back on the horse, I got to make sure that this thing is strong enough. So.
Well,
Oh, I understand. Great, doing great. These are usually really kind of a frustrating cast to do because people are usually really in pain.
I'm just like,
Really?
Yeah.
So is she just that stoic, or?
I guess. Crazy. No, I shouldn't say crazy. That's a.
Yeah, she rides barrel horses. She's almost as crazy as the barrel horse itself.
I've seen that show Stomping Ground a couple of times on.
Never even heard of it.
Oh, really? It's about a family in like Bend, who the two daughters they're about your age, I think, maybe a little bit older. I'm not sure. And they do barrel racing, and then the dad's a bull rider, and the son's all kinds of. The family's insane.
Just very active people.
They're like the number one in the entire state of Oregon. The whole family just dominates the rodeos. Okay, here comes the pig. It's going to get kind of toasty warm here in just a bit. That's just how it dries.
It might not be such a bad thing, huh?
You're like so fascinated.
Huh?
You're so fascinated about it.
Well, it wasn't anything I'd ever eaten.
I'm just like, ooh, it's pretty.
It's pretty. You want to make sure your finger stays in that position, girl. You can't cheat it out.
Well, she's trying to help, which is what most people do, and when they help, they're actually not helping. You're trying to help, I understand.
I wasn't even doing it. I wasn't even trying to do anything.
You're doing great, honestly. You're doing
You're videotaping your...
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing much better than what most people do. It's just, want that wrist to come back. There you go. When the wrist comes back, the fingers come down much easier. Okay, so I'm going to kind of shape it while it's drying, okay? It shouldn't hurt because you're doing pretty well. Normally I'd say this might hurt, but...
And it might. Who knows?
It might, yeah.
It might, but...
Just try to let everything relax. We don't want the fingers like that. We've got to have them absolutely straight like this. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's an awkward cast. I'm sorry. This part sometimes hurts a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Warm, is it?
They're
Or what?
No.
It's like pressure on it.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
straightening her fingers. I'm bending these knuckles, but
Oh.
straightening the others. And
Just telling Dr. Jacobs about that range, Brian.
oh yeah, did he?
He thought they were they died of laughter.
Oh yeah.
They were out at the golf range yesterday. This is pretty funny. If you guys don't know my wife, so it doesn't matter. So I was hitting balls, and I'd been there for 40 minutes, and I hit a ball. I went like this, and my buddies were all around me, and we're all hitting. And
I thought she'd be questioning Brian.
oh, that's fine. And so I swing. I got like 5 balls left to hit, and then we're gonna go down and play. And I think it's like panties come flying out of my out of the range. So there's some static clinging to my shirt. And, you know,
Oh, okay.
And so I didn't know. I mean, I couldn't feel it. They're pretty small.
Yeah.
That is
Not
the
big.
funniest.
I went to, I mean, it came shoot like a magic trick.
Problem is, everybody out there that he's with, they all know his wife too. So,
No, I'm like this, and I'm hitting the ball.
and they're what color pants?
They were leopard print purple. It was pretty funny when you see a pair of panties on the golf range. It's not what you see here today.
They fly out when they just
Well,
fly out.
Well, they went like this, and when I hit the ball, it just came shooting out of me like Spidey's web. I mean, it was kind of funny how you think it would hook more to your hand.
Yeah.
It came right past it.
Finally
So
gave us the
they
static
finally
cling
gave
and
me
flew.
it came, and I had 2 jackets on and that shirt, so you wouldn't think that I would have room for it to stay there, but it did.
Oh my God.
Is it feeling okay?
Yeah.
Now it's going to be flexible for a little bit. Just kind of let it relax. I mean, that'll get really solid. I'm going to put some padding around here, and then you'll be all set. Dude, that is funny. I can't wait to see Tammy.
And then I forgot to bring him in. When I got home, they're still inside my golf bag. I put them inside my bag. And so she's like,
This is
go
gonna
out there
suck.
and get my panties. She was, bring those babies in. God, that's so funny, man.
Oh my
Imagine my surprise. I went like this. You're like, where'd those come from? Yeah, well, I mean, it literally just came. The fact that they didn't hook around my hand and I couldn't go like this and hide them real quick. I mean, they got like 10 feet out on the
I can't believe that they just so abruptly just like, oh, nope, I'll give it up
I
and
never felt them before that. I mean, they're kind of silky little things.
Yeah. No, I can see where they'd hide in there. I can understand that. It's just envisioning them giving it up.
That was winning the war.
It was pretty funny. And the look on Jim's face.
I was gonna say,
My buddy was sitting behind me. He's like, I said, do you see that? He goes, are those panties? No.
Dude, I mean, you can't even.
I bet they didn't go 10 feet. I bet they went about as far as. So if I was hitting right here, I bet they went about as far as that line. So not very far, really.
Yeah.
But still, because I wasn't swinging around, I was just kind of going like this.
Yeah.
But the fact that they let go.
I know. Exactly. Well, and that would be even better that they didn't go very far, because then they just plopped there and everybody's going to go, okay.
Lucky there wasn't too many people on the range, so.
I wish I could have seen it. Although.
That would be something you'd never get out of your
No.
head again, ever.
And his wife is so, she's so nice and quiet and kind of shy.
Yeah.
She's gonna take an
You guys will
amazing
if
amount
she
of
finds out
abuse.
you guys know the story,
Oh,
you guys
I'm
will
sure.
probably not see her for a while.
She knows who she's married to, and she knows how he is. Everybody's gonna know.
Oh, God.
So I'm gonna give you a bunch of extra of this because chances are, if you're, like I said, if you're pretty active, then it'll probably, you'll have to change this a few times.
Mhm.
Now, so should she do what should she do to protect it?
Right, keep it clean and dry. It cannot get wet. If it gets wet, it's not going to hurt the cast. It's going to the skin is right here.
because it'll get in there and.
Yeah, it's like swimming for 20 minutes, your fingers wrinkle up. Well, imagine having a wet cast for 2 days. It's pretty gross. I mean, it eventually dries, but in the meantime, it's